First, hello everyone, and thank you for watching my video. I'm Yogi's Electronics. I got the Würth LED flashlight from a coworker. He said it's broken, so it doesn't work anymore. Now we'll see if I can get the lamp to work. Are you ready? Then let's get started. As you can see, the flashlight doesn't turn on until I tighten the lamp head, and it turns on, but as soon as you move the lamp a little bit it goes out. There can only be 3 things broken. So now we're going to open the lamp, and diagnose what exactly is broken or what's causing the problem, so let's get started. As you can see, on the left side where the battery is also the on-off switch. That means I have to check the on and off switch and the battery holders to see if they are still good. I'll take out the battery holder first and check if everything is okay. And then I'll check the on-off switch. So the contacts seem to be clean and in the best condition. And the on-off switch seems to be good too. Now I will check the board with LED diodes, if the board is okay. And I will check the LED diodes for burning, cracks or oxidization. The LED diodes looks very good. As you can see, the contact with the housing is made at these 3 soldering points. And the contacts look pretty worn out. I think the problem is with these 3 solder points. But first I have to measure everything with a multimeter. And then we can pinpoint the problem. As I said before, the LED diodes are good. I'll check them again more closely for each case. Now I will measure all components with the multimeter to see if everything is okay. I'll start with the battery. As you can see, the batteries are okay. And now I'm going to test the on-off switch, to see if it works properly. As you can see, doing 3 things at once with 2 hands is quite difficult. But I made it anyway. The multimeter shows that the contacts are good when I switching on and off. Now I will check the contacts on board to see if they are good. Now I'll measure the resistance, and then I'll be sure where the problem is. As you can see, everything is okay. Now we will solve the problem. After testing everything well, I'm now sure where the problem is. Because the 3 contact points are very worn, the board cannot make good contact with the case. This creates the problem when I'm moving the lamp. The LEDs go out. As you can see, the soldering points are completely worn out. Now I'm going to apply a bit of flux to the solder pads, so that the solder makes very good contact with the pads. I'll touch up the solder points with fresh solder. I won't remove the old solder, because the lamp is quite a few years old, and I don't want to break the LED diodes. So I will only solder the outside points with fresh solder. I have set the temperature for the soldering iron to 320 degrees. I will only solder from the outside so that I don't transfer too much heat to the LED diodes. Perfectly, all 3 soldering points are soldered with new solder, and we can continue. Now I'm going to clean the solder points well with the isopropyl alcohol 99%. The flux is very sticky. You should always clean the board or solder points well with isopropyl alcohol when you work with flux. I'm giving you information about isopropyl alcohol. You can always dilute that. When you're working with 99% isopropyl alcohol, be aware that you are working very aggressively. You can always dilute the isopropyl alcohol from 1% to 99%. I recommend that if you dilute the isopropyl alcohol, it's best to do this with distilled water so you're safe and the alcohol is clean and there's no dirt in it. And now we can test the lamp, and it works. As you can see, I didn't tighten the upper case properly. Now that I've tightened it properly, everything works perfectly. Thank you again for taking the time to watch my repair guide.